Your what?
My glutes. Oh, we should start the Thot Tub. We should get Speedos because then we can show off our nice tattoos for all the fans on the Patreon.
You know, I get a lot of questions about that tattoo.
I see people don't know I have it. I forget.
I forget I have it too, to be honest.
I really forget I have that tattoo. I still want to make that movie this year. I have a project planned for this year. It's gonna be a 4 or 5 minute edit on snowblades in a Speedo called Ski Fast. And it's going to be me doing like dub 10s, dub misties on K2 snowblades in a Vertica Speedo and like just whipping this edit and just like jokes music, just bombing around Louis in the
Just
Speedo.
in Lonely Island?
Yeah, and just like doing like retardedly hard tricks on the snowblades in a Speedo.
What happens when you like slip out on a box with
I
the
won't
Speedo?
fall.
Oh, no,
I refuse to fall.
Are you just nail back?
Huh? No, I
gotta figure out if somebody out there is listening and they know how to make snowblades faster. Let us know.
Well, I'm gonna get a nice pair of those K2 snowblades from K2 because K2 is the best company around, and hopefully the K2 snowblades are faster than my rental Louis binding ones.
You know what I want? I want to get a faction monoski.
I do want to mount.
I mean, one of my bucket.
Why don't we make our own monoski? Let's go grab a snowboard, extend it, and then strap some bodies
on my bucket list for skiing. One of the few things I have left now with my knees, I want to do double backflip in the backcountry on a monoski.
I support that, and I'm sure everybody watching the videos and listening to the podcast would support that too. Welcome to Thot Tub. All right, we sliding your way in.
I am.
It's getting hot, man.
I've been in here for half an hour. My hands
tell them
is
that.
burning. My hands is
We
burning.
do not film all of the episodes at once in the Thot Tub.
Don't be silly.
Don't be naive. Oh, okay. Well, today's episode of Thot Tub, me and Pat were conjuring up some ideas for Thot Tub, and we were thinking down the lines.
What do you prefer?
Well, a lot of it's what do you prefer, but what would you prefer when it comes to?
What do you want to be, or what do you prefer to watch? You don't know what we're
Let's
talking about yet.
Let's dibble and dabble in both. So, what do you want? Let's go first. What do you want? What would you rather? Okay, well, we're gonna say what would you rather? Yeah, let's go. What would you rather watch? What would you rather watch in terms of skiing or let's say any action sports in general? Let's
What
say
I'm gonna do is,
skateboarding.
I've got a line. I'm gonna open with this.
Okay.
You know, because when I was competing in skiing, style was not priority number one. I wanted to have my unique grabs and things wanted to look good.
You're so lanky as fuck.
Yeah, but like, you know, the Gus Kenworthy technicality or the Bobby Brown textbook style is what I was going for. Now that I don't compete, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna do a fucking beep there, BBC 2.
We don't have to beep it out.
I'm gonna have to. I want to just carve as hard as I can. Do a filthy pole plant, cork 5, blunt, shifty like that. I just want to chill out, make it look good. So my mentality's changed on that. And now, like watching skiers, I mean, Bobby Brown's a one-off, but like, I mean, you watch a Nor-Am Cup and every bloody kid looks the same. It's like, okay,
watch it, man. Watch it. Easy there. I'm part of that crew, and I also
so make yourself look different. This is my. I'm not saying I don't like watching.
Podcast path professional.
Set yourself apart. Like, you know, do something different. Change
But it's hard
That's why I
because-
didn't go back. Part of the reason I was sick of going to water ramps and watching all 9 of us do the same dub 10 safeties or mutes or whatever we were doing. They all looked the exact same.
Part of it is though you have to have that certain level
You
of
do.
difficulty. If you did a nice cork 9 blunt and somebody did a busted dub 10, I mean, obviously nowadays they've they've changed the shift of contest a lot. So like a dub 10 boot safety is not going to score as well as a nice cork 9. with
No, but if you do a dub 10 mute, just a textbook square takeoff dub 10 mute land
trampoline style.
Yeah. Or if I come in cruising, just jamming out to some, I don't know,
Lonely
Coolio, you know, Gangster's Paradise, and just whop a big pole plant, grab high safety, and just a nice dub 10 to the bottom. I mean, would you not rather see that?
Yeah, of course, and I'd
Exactly.
probably score that higher.
Yeah.
But
the coaches don't let you do that if you're on Ontario.
So I guess
you know.
stop throwing people under the bus, man. I'm not anyway, and I'm not attached to what he said in this podcast.
This has changed. Don't hold this to what's going on now. But there was a time when this
No,
was
it's
irrelevant.
very similar to what
There was a time when this was a relevant point of view.
It's very relevant still. But I guess the main question is, what would you rather see? A
What
stylish skier?
Yeah.
Would you rather see? So, would you rather see Tom Walsh? Have you ever watched Good Company's? I think it's Good Company 2, where Tom Walsh has that park statement in all black,
Yes.
and it's so good. He has like the nastiest cork 9 lead Cuban, and I thought it was the best thing ever. Would you rather see that? Tom Walsh do like the nicest cork, or somebody like that, or Henny do like such a sick 9 with a really sick grab to the bottom, or would you rather see Spagooter go down and rip a quad?
No, Spagooter can quad into oblivion. I don't care.
Because watching a quad, you can quad into oblivion. One of those little videos is like, dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, no, I liked watching it, and
Because
it gets you excited, and it's pushing the sport.
It does
but-
get you excited. It's pretty gnarly. Like,
yeah, and it's
to
I
watch.
am not discrediting that trick at all. It was extremely impressive, and like the degree of difficulty is there, and it's ballsy because he had to go to the bottom. But
And he did a quad. He
My
never said
view
4
on
times.
it-
That's
yeah.
very to watch. You're like, holy fuck! How do you have the balls to do that?
now
But then also
Yeah.
watching a nice stylish choreography.
it's hard. Like skiing is free. It's freestyle skiing.
It's
All
opinion
right.
based.
Yes, it's freestyle. So it's not gymnastics. Why is everybody trying to make everybody the same? Why can't the coach be like, how do you want to do your dub 10s? No, all right, we're going to do a cork 6 into a flat 450, and you're going to
Because-
grab safety, and you're going to do this. It's like, listen, I understand you need that to learn the tricks, but I don't want to have to do it that way
Because
every
they
time.
eventually need their kids to be able to do triple corks
Yeah.
to compete against the best people.
Yes.
But they can't compete against the best people, and they can't do triple corks if they're setting with their head to their hip.
No, that's true, but you can't. You ever watch Tristan Newmandahl's triple 16s at the X Games bigger?
But you can.
You
Yes,
can.
But you can.
You can
Fair
always
enough,
tell.
But you can.
If you changed up, all right, let's just say this. Let's
There's
say,
always a way.
Let's say you take,
But-
I'm going to list 4 skiers. Let's say you take one of them, all right? Let's say you got Josh Christensen, Andreas Hotweit, Tom Wallish. I'm drawing a blank here. I don't know why.
There's more than 4 skiers out there.
Gus Kenworthy.
Okay, there you go.
I know, but I'm trying to pick from a certain era. All the guys who were competing before 2014. And then let's say you put them up against 4 newer skiers. Like, people who are competing NORAMs are doing triple 16s, or switch W18s, or 16s, sorry. You got, let's just say, and you could tell the style difference because the axes are different. And that's when it was created, because everybody did their tricks differently. Like, there was no coach being like, all right, we're going to do this today. It was you went out, and you're like, I got to do this to win. You know what I mean? And I think the last
Yes.
athlete who kind of came through that was Torrin. I mean, you still have some outliers. Like, Torrin was right at the edge because he started when he was 14.
No, you have some. You have some.
Yeah, but like you got Fabian Busch, and you got Christian Newmandahl, and you got some of those skiers who have made it. But they still have a newer style to them. You know what I mean?
Yes. You have a boner for Tornado Walls.
He's my favorite skier to watch, yes, because I like his style.
But, okay, have you ever watched Tom Walsh do his triple cork?
Yeah, it's wop, wop.
The second 2 flips is a full-on dub link, and you're like, that would be the most terrifying thing to do in my life.
But he did a triple cork.
He did do a triple cork. But could he take it to
He
16?
switched triples. He can probably take it to 16, just had to roll.
Lincoln to Lincoln 180.
Under flip 5.
Oh. But
It's
yeah,
just- it's just, for me, now, like, at the time, I always liked watching Rigetti ski in terms of the technicality of his tricks.
Oh my god, I watched 2 K-Feds in one run at X Games. I'm just gonna call it out right now. I'm not a huge fan.
Like I mean, yes, I would rather if I
Pat,
had to watch
stop.
if I had to watch an edit, I would much rather watch a stylish edit than a technical.
Dude, Pat, the kids in timber tours that are 9 years old are doing harder rail tricks than some of the ones he does in his comp runs.
No, that's a
At
bit,
X Games.
That's a shot and a half.
Charlie Beatty is how old Charlie Beatty? This is no hate on Spagooters because I love the guy. But
Spagooter.
dude, there's kids that are like 12 years old that are relatively good skiers in general, but their comp runs are cork 9 to switch 7,
Yeah.
and they have harder rail runs than somebody who's winning X Games.
Dude,
That should not be happening.
Rails are a technical issue. They're hard.
But the problem is, I went to a contest this year, and people had the best rail runs there. And then they would do clean jumps with nice grabs, but there was like a single and 1 double. And they were not scoring, even though there was more rails than jumps. There was 3 rails, 2 jumps.
They were scoring
They
the
were
jumps.
still
There's
scoring
still
the
a bias
jumps
for
way
jumps.
higher. Than,
That's when the gymnastics side of it has come through.
Yeah.
Remember watching
Because it should be 50-50.
Corey Vanuler and like Candy Dovex just hit like 30 to 50 foot tables and do like a cork 9 or a road 9 blunt onto a flat down box.
Dude,
When is the last time somebody has? I mean, Russ Henshaw got Perisher to build like a straight up booter and just put like a tube in it and did a dub 12.
Yeah, no,
onto
they
the
did
rail.
this stuff for magnetic that Evan and
Yeah,
Dean did.
and they're kind of
Dubbed
getting
onto
that, but
rails.
there's not the same. Like,
Did you see,
rails used to have a lot more rep. Like that, if you could do rails, you meant like. Now,
especially
if you,
urban rails. Urban rails are so.
it's been. That's what I was
hard.
gonna say. It's been like completely deviated now. If you want to do rails, you are a filmer. If you want to do jumps, you are a comp skier. That is it.
Yeah.
There's no jump segments in level 1 movies anymore. I mean,
There's
there are, but like, what
some, but
happened
not
to like
much.
the last one that I really
Dude,
got
the
me
jump
fired up?
segments and then
Sunny, level
Yes,
1 Sunny.
so good.
That was it. Where was that? Was that Idaho, Sun Valley, or
It was in Sun Valley.
that was? You did good.
No, it was in Sunshine. It
Sun.
was in Sunshine.
I don't know where it was, but you did good. Do that again.
Yeah, no, that was really good. That was the sickest one. Parker White.
Triple Cossack.
Dude, so sick. No, but it is kind of.
And I understand there's no money. Like, it costs a lot to build a jump that big. People need to buy ski movies. Let's go.
People don't want to buy ski movies when they can listen to two idiots like us talking to Hot Tub about the ski movies.
What if we did a podcast where we watched ski? We could sit in here for an entire level 1 movie.
And commentated on it. Whoa, that was a nice. Oh, it's powder. Okay, let's just well, quick break.
Hey, I like powder now. My appreciation as an older skier has
My
shifted to
appreciation for powder tricks in the powder is good, and my appreciation for riding nice powder is there. But I don't like watching it because it doesn't really give me that satisfaction. I just rather.
You
ride
need to come with me in this winter, and we will do a 2-week
I don't
pow
wanna see-
binger. No. Just listen. We are gonna ski gnarly shoots. We are gonna ski
fine with that.
steep and deep,
That
and
stuff-
you will now appreciate the degree of difficulty of some of these runs.
I appreciate the degree of difficulty of all those runs. I don't like seeing people float through powder on an easy run because it doesn't bring me anything. I would like to do that myself. I
Yes,
would love to do it
that's
myself.
true.
But
I found I didn't like watching it either until I started
ski
doing
porn
it.
like that does not excite me.
When I started to do it, I've got more of I like to watch because I
you're a
understand what they're
watcher,
doing.
aren't you, Pat?
Like if you didn't ski park and you watch somebody like if you don't know a lot about park and you're watching people do like you still like to ski but you're watching somebody do like quads and triples, you're like
Okay, before we dip into out of this, one of the craziest shit I've ever seen. Before we dip out of
What's
this,
the craziest thing you've ever seen?
one
on
of the
ski?
craziest things that I've ever seen was at Louis. I was a little munchkin, and this goes kind of back to what we're talking about because we're talking about Corey Van Leer. He was at Louis on his riot skis.
Gnarly Lip 4.
No, not doing Gnarly Lift Force,
I
but
saw
he
that.
loves to do those. No, he was trying to do cork 810, nose butter cork 810 onto a down rail at Mount St. Louis, and there was about this much air time, and about from
Riot
acro-
skis, man.
Yeah,
Oh
it
god.
was about 6 feet. You could travel about 6 feet to the end of the rail, and you probably had 4 feet of air time. And he did about 5 or 6 630s to like fully taco the rail, and like hopefully like I would have assumed he bruised his ribs very bad, and then did it like 5 or 6 more times, gapping the entire rail until he broke his skis and then just left.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you're not even sponsored. Like, you're not making
He
money
loves
off
it,
this.
but that's
Nobody
what
was
I said.
filming it. Like, nobody was even filming it. And he's
That's
just trying to do cork
this whole
810s on
film
this
culture now. You
gnarly
need
rail.
the clout. You need to have somebody see it.
Everything has to be filmed now.
For God's sakes, man, just go do some tricks and enjoy yourself.
But then nobody can see it, and you can't get the hype. You
Who
need the
cares?
hype.
What if you hype yourself up? What if you're in hype, man? What if you just like doing something so much that you don't care if other people like watching it?
Dude, that's like when I first got into skiing. Me, Tamaj, and everybody at night, we would just go and we'd try to do. We'd have no business. We could barely do it back two, and we'd be trying to do misties out of rails after school. And it was not bright. Like none of it worked. But we'd be like, "Yo, if you try this back," I'd be like, "Yo, Tamaj, if you do a back four, I'll do a misty out of this rail." And he'd be like, "If I do a front flip,
No cameras
will
live,
do-"
you know.
No cameras. This is just for the purpose of seeing if we can do it and not get wrecked. And we almost always got wrecked, but.
You know what? That's just what kick it old school. Do what you love because you love it.
It's not even is that your new thing? You're just gonna drink hot tub water? That's so gross. Alright, on that note, we are gonna end this episode of Thot Tub because Pat is starting to get slimy.